So at ATMCO, what we're doing is we're investing in the next generation of manufacturing engineers. What we're trying to do is develop these different skills, whether it be machining or inspection or engineering. And the latest one that we're adding is additive manufacturing. So training the students, the next generation, on how to do additive manufacturing. One of the projects, Project 4047 Out of America Makes, was to develop the skills and take this expert knowledge that additive manufacturing engineers already have, and to input that into and codify that software. And so what developed out of that was Atlas 3D. And we're really excited to deploy Atlas 3D for the first time at Manufacturing Education Center at Plymouth High School. And very excited to see the students start learning about metal additive manufacturing.
Great. So additive manufacturing is kind of a black art today. In fact, designing for additive manufacturing is a bunch of trial and error processes by design engineers. Atlas 3D is trying to make that black art much more science and much less art. And so what we've done is we've computationally enabled, or we've enabled computers to actually calculate what is the best orientation for a part on a build plate. And what I mean by orientation on a build plate is, how is the part rotated in three-dimensional space relative to the horizontal plane of the build plate. So we're teaching design engineers how to design for additive by allowing design engineers to orient the part themselves, and then once they've oriented the part themselves, we'll run that same part through the Atlas 3D optimization software. And we'll compare the two, and that allows the instructor to then teach the student why we might have oriented the part a certain way versus the way the student oriented the part, and it really kind of enables some enlightened additive manufacturing, if you will, so that students know why things are done the way they're done.
This is what I 3D printed.
One of the major advantages I see to 3D printing today is the whole avenue that's being broadened through very complex parts that can be made or printed versus machined. Today's aspect, CNC is the state-of-the-art equipment that's used in manufacturing every day. But since Joel Neidig introduced this to me, it's been probably 6 months ago. They were going to get a 3D printer, and it was going to be a metal 3D printer. I thought, man, what an amazing piece of equipment to be able to produce something like this without having zero tools on it to manufacture it. It's been a great pleasure to work in this environment, and it's been a great pleasure to work with ITAMCO as they've generated a very fantastic opportunity for students not only of IMASIC, but Plymouth High School, but also any future employee that looks to be on the cutting edge of manufacturing.